In this movie, we will introduce the Tree of Life, which is based on narrative therapy. The stories we tell ourselves have a great impact on who we are. If our dad praised us when we caught a fish, maybe we believe we are great at fishing. If our mom often lies to us, we might believe that lying is not a big deal. If our grandparents told us we are patient and kind, we might tell ourselves that we are patient and kind. With this tool, we will bring to the fore the positive stories the parent or child tells about themselves. The child or parent will talk about their past in a non-traumatizing way. It helps the parent or child to figure out who they believe they are and who they want to be. It helps us find those people who have or had a positive impact on the parent or child's life while helping to build up their character and positive identity. In this movie, we will explore this method. The parent or child starts by drawing their own tree. It should contain the roots, the ground, trunk, branches, leaves, fruits, and seeds. Each of these represent a different component of their life. If they would prefer not to draw their own tree, you can give them a picture of a pre-drawn image. The parent or child will start with filling in the roots. Ask them, where do you come from? What town, country? What language did you learn to speak? What culture did you grow up in? Who taught you the most in life? What was your favorite place, music, dance, club, sports team, etc.? Write these all down in and on the roots of the tree. On the ground component of the tree, the child or parent writes or draws where they currently live and how they like to spend their time. Ask, what kind of activities do you do over the course of a week that you enjoy? On the trunk, the child or parent writes down what they value. Questions should include, when you look at the ground and see what you do during the week, think of what inspires you to do those things. What do you care about? They may also add skills and abilities they have. Those can be accomplishments or practical experiences like cooking or cleaning, but it can also be skills like caring, being honest, being kind, etc. If they can't think of anything they would put here, it might be helpful to have them think of what a friend of theirs would say about them, or they can add something that their group of friends is good at or values. Further ask, the values, abilities, and skills you added to your trunk, where did they come from? Maybe they want to add something or someone to their roots. Thus, the parent or child starts building connections between the different parts of their tree. The branches represent their horizons. The parent or child writes down their hopes, dreams, and wishes. It can be hopes and dreams for their own lives as well as for others, or for their community. It can be a wish for something to happen tomorrow, or a hope for something to happen a long time from now. We can then talk about these hopes and dreams. Where do they come from? Did someone introduce you to them? Do you share these hopes and dreams with someone else? How long have you had them? While pondering these questions, the parent or child might want to make additions to their roots or trunk. The leaves represent those who are significant to the child or parent in a good way. It may be people they meet often or hardly ever. They may be alive or have passed away. It can be heroes, pets, or invisible friends. Whoever is close or has influenced them directly may be included. It may be helpful to add an occasion of a good or special time they had with another person, and to add what is or was significant about this person. They can write those things next to the leaves. The fruits represent the gifts that the child or parent has received. These can be material gifts or gifts of character, like patience or courage. A question to ask would be, when you look at the people you put on the leaves, what have they given you? Flowers and seeds represent gifts or legacies the parent or child wants to pass on to others. They might want to pass on those gifts that they have received. Maybe a teenager received a gift of a fishing rod from his father and caught a fish with it, which made him feel great. Maybe he wants to pass on the skill of fishing to his friend or younger brother. It can also be that there is something that the parent or child has never received, something that they wish they had gotten. and that they do want to pass on to others. If, for example, they are always lied to by their mother, maybe they come to the conclusion that they value the truth and want to pass on the gift of honesty. After the parent or child creates the tree of life, see if they can find the connections between the different parts. Are the roots, trunk, and branches flowing into each other? Pay special attention to what the parent or child puts on their trunk. Ask them if they can tell you about this or that value. When was it significant for you? If they, for example, put patient and kind on their trunk, you might want to ask them, how do you try to be patient and kind? This might lead to adding things to their roots or adding people to their leaves. The tree and the connections between its different parts creates a storyline. It's a preferred story of who the child or parent is. It helps the parent or child move on from feeling that they have a problem or that they are their problem to finding their positive identity. The Tree of Life is a narrative method co-developed by Nkazelo Incube Imlilo and David Denborough. This very popular approach is used around the world with traumatized adults and children. For more information about narrative therapy and the Tree of Life method, we highly recommend this book by David Denborough. Click the link in the description below for more information. We hope you have enjoyed watching this video. We wish you success in learning more about the children and families you work with. Keep looking for how to reconnect the children with their relatives and other emotional supports. Remember that parents need support as well. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and watch other videos that might be useful for you or your work. Thank you for all you do.